What's up, Huddle? My name is Dante Raffin. Today we are going to be in Isaiah chapter 61, verse 4 through 7, if you want to get that out and opened up. But the subject we're going to be looking into is the idea of feeling worthy that your house is being rebuilt from the hands of God to feeling worthy to work on the houses in the community, in your community. So in Isaiah chapter 61, verse 4 through 7, it reads, "They shall build up the ancient ruins. They shall raise up the former devastations. They shall repair the ruined cities, the devastations of many generations. Strangers shall stand up and tend your flocks. Foreigners shall be your plowmen and vine dressers. But you shall be called the priests of the Lord. They shall speak of you as the ministers of our God. You shall eat the wealth of the nations, and in their glory you shall boast. Instead of your shame there shall be a double portion. Instead of dishonor they shall rejoice in their lot. Therefore, in their land they shall possess a double portion. They shall have everlasting joy." So when we look at that prompt, we can assume the word house, home, as both your physical house as well as your spiritual house. And so understanding that feeling of confidence to first work on yourself and then to pour out into others, or to first work on your own home and then to give guidance or to work on others, was a subject that speaks to me directly. With being in the remodeling industry, I didn't just jump into working on people's houses before first working on my own house. So once when I was the first time homeowner, I was doing some plumbing in my basement, and I was soldering all this copper, and I thought I had it all correct. I mean, with a system like copper, you have to have everything dry, all the water drained, and then you put this, it's called flux, on the pipe, push it together, and then you solder it with heat. It creates a nice tight seal. So I did all of this. I had all this plumbing ready to go, and had it all nice and tight, sealed up. Turned the water on, a whole pipe blew out in my basement. So I had water all over the floor. But this gave me the confidence to look at it again, fix it, and to rebuild it, and to start all over. And after many projects like this within my own home, I began to have the confidence to then go and work on other people's homes. Same thing with our personal selves, our spiritual selves. We need to understand what it's like to be on the other side of us. We need to understand what it's like for us to grow individually. We can't just go pouring out into our community without first really seeking the guidance of Christ within the Bible and within prayer and within guidance of people that we trust. Specifically within Isaiah chapter 7, God promises joy, inheritance, honor. He speaks of this thing, double portion. What he's saying is it's twice as much as what you expected. And so none of this is possible without first seeking Christ. Right? We can't assume a double portion without first seeking his guidance. 10 times out of 10, the things we think we need and the things God knows we need, are abundantly more than what we could have ever dreamt of. And that's also true with owning a business. For a long time, and still now, every day I wake up and I pray, Lord, provide jobs, future customers. Allow me to continue to serve this community. And he has brought some incredible projects, some incredible customers my way, and it has been an absolute joy to serve this community and to feel like I'm able to help rebuild Canton in the way that God has designed me to. The whole slogan of our business is actually cultivating community through renovations. Every day I walk out to the truck and it says it right on the side of there, cultivate community through renovations. And that's what I know God has planned for me, but I would have never known that if I didn't first seek him and his guidance to take this leap of faith, to start a business, to pour it into my community the way God had designed me initially. With all of that, I view both our physical homes and our spiritual homes kind of like stacked dominoes, like the ones you used to play with as a kid. You kind of line them up, hit it, and they'd all start to fall over. The idea is that as you grow in your spiritual life, your one domino will kind of fall over, hit someone else, and it kind of just trickle down This happens a lot when you're doing work on your own home, physical home. I was redoing my garden, and neighbors were asking, "Hey, how do you know how to do this?" I'm like, "I don't. I'm just kind of doing it, and I think it looks really nice." Next thing you know, my other neighbor, he's redoing his garden, and it just started trickling down the street. This is how it works in both physical and spiritual. We work on ourselves; it kind of trickles down. Next thing you know, it's creating this river down your street, through your neighborhood, and then out to your whole entire community. And God transforms our hearts in crazy ways like that, right? He'll give us spaces that we never even thought of. He's gonna provide twice what we expected, right? Double portions. He's gonna showcase our patience and trust in Him within our community in ways we never thought possible. You'll have conversations at work. You'll have conversations in the gym. You'll have conversations even within church, even within our own body. People are going to come up to you. Why do you go to this type of church? Why do you say those types of things? Why do you act this certain way? Why don't you do these types of things? And that opens up a beautiful opportunity for us to then share the gospel and share what God has poured into our hearts personally. So every day, as I go to work or as I come into my home, I always pray, like, God, please use me personally, use my home as a space that is safe for others. Allow it to offer conversations, growth, safety, community. And I believe that that is what God wants for us, and that trickles down to much more than what we could have ever expected. And so, big slogan in our house, and we do love to host, is that we always want to build bigger tables, never bigger fences, right? We always want to be welcoming people in. But I could never build that bigger table and have people over if I didn't first work on my home, right? I need plumbing. People need to use the bathroom. And same with our spiritual lives. We can't be inviting people in to understanding what we know without fully understanding it. We have to grasp it. We have to trust it. We have to believe in it. We can't be wishy-washy on that. And so that is my prayer for all of us today, is that we seek to better understand ourselves, better understand our personal homes, grow within ourselves, maintain and grow our home so that we can continue to pour out into the community, use the spaces God has given you to give back to the community, use you as an individual, the gifts that God has given you to continue to grow, pour into your community. And it's going to be twice as what you expected because that's just the God that we serve. And so the questions I have for you all today, question 1, how does your personal story prepare you to be a builder of your home and your community? Question number 2 is, why is it important to allow God to do a personal work in us before we serve others? That's kind of what I was talking about throughout this whole little message here. Question number 3, what former devastations are still influencing your present, keeping you from building that bigger table? What's holding you back from being able to pour into your community? And question 4, how do you see your identity changing through God's restoration? Those are the questions I have for you guys. I hope it brings up some cool conversations within your huddle, within your personal homes, and even within your own spirit. Kind of think throughout the next coming weeks. So with all that being said, go in peace. Bless up.